We're going to study Indian polity. Now our topic Central Information Commission. Okay, the Central Information Commission established by the central government in 2005. It was constituted through an official gazette notification under the provisions of the Right to Information Act 2005. Hence, it is not a constitutional body. The Central Information Commission is a high-powered independent body which inter alia looks into the complaints made to it and decide the appeals. It entertains complaints and appeal pertaining to offices, financial institutions, public sector undertaking under the central government and the union territories. Composition. The commission consists of chief information commissioner and not more than 10 information commissioners. Okay, information commissioners. They are appointed by the president on the recommendation of a committee consisting of the prime minister as chairperson, the leader of the opposition of the Lok Sabha and the union cabinet. Okay, and the union cabinet ministers nominated by the prime minister. This would be persons of eminence in public life with wide knowledge and experience in law, science and technology, social service, management, journalism, mass media or administration and government. This should not be a member of parliament or member of the legislature of any state or union territory. Okay, this should not hold any other office of profit or connected with any political party or carrying on any business or pursuing any profession. Tenure and service condition. The Chief Information Commissioner and the Information Commissioner hold office for a term of 5 years and or until they attain the age of 65 years. Whichever is earlier, they are not eligible for reappointment. The President can remove the Chief Election Commissioner or any information commissioner from the office under the following circumstances: if he is adjudged or as an insolvent, if he has been convicted of an offence which in the opinion of the President involves a moral turpitude. Okay. If he engaged during his term of office or in any paid employees outside the duties of his office, or if he is, in the opinion of the President, unfit to continue in office due to infirmity of mind or body, if he has acquired such financial or other interest as is likely to affect prejudicially his official functions. In addition to this, the President can also remove the Chief Information Commissioner or any Information Commissioner on the ground of misbehavior or incapacity. However, in these cases, the President has to refer the matter of the Supreme Court for an inquiry in the Supreme Court. After the inquiry upholds the cause of removal and advises so, then the President can remove him. The salary allowance and other service conditions of the Chief Information Commissioner are similar to those of the Chief Election Commissioner, and of the Information Commissioner are similar to those of the Election Commissioner, but they cannot be varied to his disadvantage during service. Powers and functions. The powers and functions of the Central Information Commission are it is the duty of the Commission to receive an inquiry into a complaint from any person who has not been able to submit an information request because of non-appointment of the Public Information Commissioner, who has been refused information that was requested. Okay, who has not received response. Okay, to his information request within the specified time limits. Who thinks the fees charged are unreasonable, who thinks information given is incomplete, misleading and or false, and any other matter relating to to obtain information. The commission can order inquiry into any matter if there are reasonable grounds so motive for while inquiring the commission has the powers to of a civil courts in respect of the following matters: summoning and enforcing attendance for person and compelling them to give oral or written evidence on oath or to produce document of set of things, requiring the recovery and inspection of documents, receiving evidence of an affidavit, requisitioning any public records from any office, court of office or office, issuing summons for examination of witnesses or documents, and any other matter which may be prescribed during the inquiry of a complaint, or the commission may examine any records which is under the control of the public authority, and so much, and no such record may be withheld from it on any grounds. In other words, all public records must be given to the commission during inquiry. For examination, the commission has the power to secure compliance on its decision from the public authority. Then this includes providing access to information in a particular form, directing the public authority to appoint a public information officer, and non-exist publishing information or categories of information in making necessary changes to the practices relating to management, maintenance and destruction of records, training provisions for officials on the rights of information, seeking an annual report to public authority on compliance with this act, requiring public authority to compensate for any loss or other detriment suffered by the applicant, imposing penalties under this act. Rejecting the application, the commission submits an annual sub-report to the central government on the implementation of the provisions of this act. The central government places this report before each House of Parliament. When the public authority does not conform to the provision of this act, the commission may recommend to the authority steps which ought to be taken for promoting such conformity. Here is some of the commission body or falls under Central Information Commission, Minister of Personnel, Finance, Minister of Finance, UPS, Minister of Personnel, and Interstate Council, Minister of Home Affairs, State Selection Commission, Minister of Personnel, and National Commission for SC, Minister of Social Justice and Empowerment, National Commission for ST, Minister of Tribal Affairs, Central Vigilance Commission, Minister of Personnel, General Council, Minister of Home Affairs, and Central Bureau of Investigation, Minister of Personnel, National Investigation Agency, Minister of Home Affairs, Commission of the Linguistic Minorities, Minister of Minorities Affairs, and National Commission of the Protection of Child Rights, Women and Child Development, the National Commission for Backward Class, Minister of Social Justice and Empowerment, Central Commission for Disabled Person, Minister of Social Justice and Empowerment, Central Social Welfare Board, Minister of Women, Child Development, North Eastern Council, Minister of Development of the North East Region, Central Administrative Tribunal, Minister of Personnel, National Commission for Minority, Minister of Minority Affairs, National Human Rights Commission, National Minister of Human Affairs, Minister of Home Affairs, National Commission for Women, Minister of Women and Child Development. So thank you friends, I think it will be helped to you. So